You okay, bro? You know, guys, I feel very depressed and hopeless nowadays, I feel like life is like treating me so badly. I cannot even get anything I want. Like, I want to start this YouTube channel. I want to chase these girls. I want to get all of these things in my life. But come on, don't be silly, bro. We're the losers, man. Yeah, you're right. I won't. Yeah, hop on the game, bro. Fine. There was this few years in lockdown, right, where we were all alone at home, where we all feel lonely, where we feel directionless, we feel purposeless. That was when my social skills skydived downwards. That was when my productivity went on an all-time low. There was one day I told myself, you know what? Let me give myself a few days of complete solitary isolation. And I live on like a mountain thing, and there's this very beautiful balcony that I can climb towards on the top of the hill. And I go there for a few hours every single night for a few days, sitting there alone with my own thoughts, thinking about my own life like a depressed teenager. And thinking back now, I feel so surprised that even as that kind of immature, weird-ass kid, I still figured this thing out. It's the rule that everything in life changes. The only thing that is unchangeable is change. And after that moment, I've gone through real hard times, being abandoned by my close friends, being looked down and disrespected by almost the whole class, everyone in school, having no motivation, having bad grades, having no passion in life and anything at all, failing to chase the girl that I want to. The only thing that kept me going, the only thing that kept me alive through all of this is this rule that I found out. The rule that life will always be changing at every moment. Because this rule is not just like a technique, it's not just like a therapy, a solution to a problem that you have. It's literally a mental law that you have to live by, because it makes you that much stronger, it makes you that much grounded, that much more real to yourself. Because guess what? Most of the pain in this world, most of the pain and the tough, negative feelings that you get in this world, most of them is inflicted by your own self. You give it to yourself, not by the external world. The anxiety, the stress, the pain, not living in the present. Let's take the example of like people making fun of you for one day. They make fun of you for like an hour, and that's not that much, but you keep on ruminating about this, you keep on thinking back about this and feeling so bad about it. Why did I deserve that? Do I actually deserve that? Am I this kind of bad person? Am I this kind of person that deserves to be bullied and shit? And you keep on rolling down on this cycle of depression, this cycle of self-beating down, self-sabotaging. And there's this thing called the cognitive behavioral therapy in psychiatry. It's like the link between your behaviors, your emotions, and your thoughts. And these three things are under your control. And so usually it's not the situation that causes the most distress to yourself. Usually it's our own interpretation, our own control of these three things, our own lack of control. For example, when they make fun of you for a short moment, your emotion parts feel bad. And because of that, you think bad thoughts. You think bad thoughts about your own self. You think so negatively about your own self. And if you cannot control both of these, then your behavior will show. You will act in a way that you feel like shameful, you feel depressed, you feel embarrassed. And these three links are going to make you go down on this path of depression. And so what is the one thing that's going to make you get out of this cycle of hopelessness, like I'm going nowhere in life, I'm going on a bad path where I don't even want to live anymore? The one thing that's going to change this is this rule, the rule that everything will change in life. So if you're in this cycle, if your behaviors suck, if your emotions suck, if your thoughts suck, even if all of those things suck in your life, you have this mental thing that is going to change anyways. That's going to make you endure it much more easier. It's going to make you feel much more hopeful, much more motivated, much more inspired that you can change your own life. And so if you're going through tough times, if you know two things, one, it is a rule that everything will change, and two, you have the power to change it. You have the power of changing three of these factors in your own life. Then it's much more easier to change because your mind is already opened up, you're already willing and enthusiastic to change it. And this rule is not just to get you out of that painful self-talk. This rule is also the key to self-improvement, to get out of that rut, to get out of that painful stage, and then go beyond, go exceed your own limitations and everything. Once you don't feel stuck, once you stop feeling hopeless and meaningless in life anymore, you can keep on improving because you know the rule that things will change. And if you're in this mediocre average stage, you can go above, you can go beyond your own limits. And this rule gives you that hope. It gives you that motivation, so you won't be complacent, you won't be stuck there thinking you cannot change, because you already know you can. You've gone through the tough stages and you endured it and you survived, and now you know you can go even further. And so what you need to do is like internalize this rule in your life. Internalize it so that it's just something that you already know, something you already believe naturally. You don't even need to tell yourself that everything is going to change. And you can do this by spending more time in your life to think about how life has changed, how much things has changed in a good way or in a bad way, just to know that it will change in the future. Think about last year, what problems you have solved, what things you have gone through, what achievements you have given yourself. And then you see all of those things, and then you only believe that things can and will change. If you need help, if you need any specific advice on like how to change your behaviors, your emotions, your thoughts, how to change every single specific steps in your life, I can help you get through this tough time in your life. I can be there for you and give you advice one-on-one. And if you need help with that, click the link in the comments below to you, joining us on this journey of self-improvement. Our future is bright.